Hello students, I am Suman. Today we will discuss the physics of class 9 force and law of motion. Previous day we have been already see the applications of Newton's first law of motion, and previous day we have been already see the applications of Newton's first law of motion, which is two kinds, inertia of motion and inertia of rest. And the last day we have been seeing the Newton's second law of motions, which is in the form of force, which is based on the Newton's second law of motion. Today we will see the applications of Newton's second law of motion. First applications is catching a cricket ball. You have been already see when a player catch a ball, they wag their hands. Why the players wag their hand after catching the ball? Because as you know that the momentum of object is depend upon two quantity, which is mass and velocity. So the player reduce their momentum gradually, and so that the players doesn't hurt in their hand. So the first application is catching a cricket ball. The next application is man falling from a height. Suppose that if a man falls from a height on a concrete ground, they will hurt and they will broken their feet, hands or body parts, because as they fall from a height, the momentum of their body becomes suddenly zero, and due to this momentum they can hurt. Next applications, it is easier to catch a tennis ball as compared to a cricket ball moving with same velocity. Suppose that two balls, one is cricket ball and other is tennis ball. Cricket ball is heavier than if tennis ball. So the tennis ball has a less momentum in comparison to cricket ball. And as you know, the momentum of object is depend upon mass and velocity. So the cricket ball has a greater mass, so that cricket ball has a greater momentum. And due to this greater momentum, tennis ball is easy to catch the ball when both the ball moves with the same velocity. Next applications is vehicles are fitted with shocker or springs. Vehicles, the lower part of the vehicle fitted spring. When the vehicles moves on a rough road, to reduce their momentum slightly, and the passenger who is on the vehicles have a less harassment, and that's why the shocker is fitted in vehicles. The next, so these are the applications of the Newton's second law of motion. The next, Newton's third law of motion. The next topic is Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion. Motion's equation of motion is Newton's third law of motion. What is Newton's third law of motion? As you know that Newton given the three laws about motion: first law of motion, second law of motion, and third law of motion. In the third law of motion, Newton said every action is equal and opposite reaction. Means every action is equal and opposite reaction. Every action is equal and opposite reaction. Suppose that we'll take a spring to spring balance, and both spring balance are connected to each other, and this is spring balance A and B, and this spring balance is fitted with a wall or a rigid bodies. As we push this spring balance forward, we will see the hooks which is connected to this spring balance move this side. That means the spring balance B, the motion of the spring balance of B is this side, and the motion of spring balance A is this side, means the opposite direction. And the value of both the spring balance is same. Suppose that when we push it is a 500, so on this side the spring balance A also have a 500 newtons. So in this case we can say F1 equal to F2, and that this is the opposite, means both the spring moves in opposite direction. So we can say F1 plus F2 equal to 0. So this is examples, and we'll see in the next day some applications which is based on the Newton's third law of motion. Till then, thank you.